Hello and welcome back to another video here on the drivenDiecast channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at honestly one of my favorite and most iconic cars in NASCAR history, Mark Martin's 2009 CarQuest, Kellogg's, Pop-Tarts, Cheez-It, whatever the heck car you want to actually call it. This is the Action Platinum Series version of the car, so it's not the Lionel Elite. It is the next best thing, and I honestly don't think there's too much of a difference from what I was able to tell between the Action Platinum and the Lionel Elite versions of this car. But this 2009 Mark Martin CarQuest Kellogg's car is honestly one of my favorite cars in NASCAR history, and that is not being hyperbolic, that is being truthful. Now, a lot of people, when they think of the car of tomorrow and iconic schemes, they think of the Lowe's cars with Jimmy, they think of Dale Jr.'s 88 AMP/National Guard cars. There's a few others that people also throw in there, but I think those are, and then Jeff Gordon's, obviously, DuPont schemes are always up there as well. But to me, in my personal opinion, as not even a huge Mark Martin fan, but a very big Hendrick fan, to be fair, this is my favorite scheme. With the CarQuest on the hood, obviously he ran the Pop-Tarts hood, he ran the Kellogg's hood, he ran the Cheez-Its hood as well, but with CarQuest on the hood, this is my favorite one. And funnily enough, even though I know people really love the Tony the Tiger hood, he never actually won in that car in 2009. He won in this one, he won in the Pop-Tarts hood, and he won in the Cheez-Its hood, and he won 3 times that year. So those are the 3 cars that he won in. With the hoods being the different ones. I attempted to try to get one of the race wins from 2009, but those were going for astronomical prices. I was able to pick this up on a eBay auction for $61, which I think is actually a very good price based off of what I was seeing other auctions going for and buy it now pricing. And it's not an easy car to get your hands on, and it's not due to supply of them existing in the world. This had almost 1,600 cars made in this one. So they exist, but it's hard to find. And this was actually new too. This was not a used car. This was a new one from like a hobby shop or something. I'm not sure why they have so many old Car of Tomorrow cars sitting around, because they definitely have a lot. They were selling some Red Bull cars too. So it was pretty crazy to see that, and I took it as an opportunity to just be like, yes, I want this car, and I'm going to buy it. And I was going to pay whatever I needed to for it. I knew it wouldn't get crazy. I knew it wouldn't get up to elite levels where I see someone trying to sell it for $150, which is crazy. But this car is really nice, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. I'm sure most of you watched NASCAR in 2009 or know about this Mark Martin scheme, but it is just such a good scheme. Like this yellow is ridiculously bright. Like I don't know, like looking through the viewfinder on my camera right now, I can see that it's bright, but like, man, it's so much brighter in person. I have it in my display case in like darkness, and it like illuminates itself. Like it's glow in the dark because of how just like yellow it is. It's crazy. So I love that. I love the blue. CarQuest is also just it has a really good logo, and it works really well with the yellow. And another thing that I loved about this year, and I wish it happened more in now NASCAR, is that the scheme more or less for Mark Martin stayed the same. He ran like a Navy car, I think, and I think he ran 1 or 2 other schemes this year. But for the most part, he just ran variations of this blue and yellow scheme with maybe a full hood when it was Cheez-Its and Pop-Tarts, or he just ran Tony the Tiger on the hood or the CarQuest logo. And it always stayed this blue and yellow, and that is how you build an iconic scheme. You can have tons of partners, but you throw different schemes on there. And they just did, I'm sure it took so much work behind the scenes to get every sponsor to agree to run a variation of this scheme, but it matches the Kellogg's colors, it matches the CarQuest colors. Pop-Tarts and Cheez-Its are subsidiaries of Kellogg, so it makes sense that they would be okay with it as well. So I can't even imagine. I would love to hear the story of how much convincing it took to make sponsors be okay with this. But enough of my rambling. Let me show you around this car if for some reason you're not familiar or he didn't have the opportunity so to see this car race, because man, it's a great car. So obviously you've been looking at the hood here for the last like 5 minutes, but it's a beautiful car on the front here. Just super nice. I really actually love the SS, the Impala SS front end. And I know people are, I don't know, I don't know if people like Car of Tomorrow or if they're indifferent towards it, or maybe it's having a little bit of resurgence and people like it a little more. I honestly always like the look of it. And I'm probably in the, minority there, but I've always loved how with the splitter, we have with the braces on it, and I love this kind of like curved front end with the Impala SS. Obviously, the new Camaro is better in every conceivable way, like design wise, but like this has its weird like kind of quirks to it that just make it a really nice car in and of itself. And then obviously I've mentioned the CarQuest logo is also really nice. And it's just a really nice looking car. And then on the side here, now the side is, so the front is very iconic, and then the side to me is even more iconic just because of the way it's designed. Like Hendrick designers, whoever designed this car, I don't think works at Hendrick anymore, or works with Hendrick anymore, because it's just so much better than what they do now. Like I don't mind the Hendrick schemes, but like comparatively to what they used to do to now, either brands are just being very safe, Hendrick's just being very safe, or it's a combination of the two. And either way, it's kind of sad that that's the case. But this scheme is just bold colors. You have bright red, you have bright blue, you have that just like neon yellow going on as well. So it's just like a combination of just all colors. We obviously have the iconic right there, the iconic 5 in the neon yellow, it's always great to see. Can never go wrong with the yellow Hendrick numbers ever. Obviously we have Kellogg's on the side here, and then on the CarQuest, or on the Kellogg's car, it would say CarQuest there in their colors, and the red and blue, and then you have Tony on the hood, and you got Tony the Tiger on the rear wing there. All the contingency sponsors and everything like that. So man, this I miss contingencies also, to be honest with you. When they went away, people were like, oh, we'll give more room for sponsors, and sponsors really have not used that space. Contingencies just made it feel like a stock car to me, and I hope they bring it back. Corey LaJoy is actually running contingencies on his throwback at Darlington this weekend. Depending on when this video goes out, it might have to be after the weekend of when he ran it. But nonetheless, this is recorded before the race on Sunday. It's just a really, really nice looking car right here. And I miss contingencies so much. I'm fine with them being gone. I'm not going to be a complainer, but contingencies actually, like, schemes look nice without it. Like, they're cleaner, but I just think that contingencies are really nice. But, that's a topic for another day in a different channel, I feel like, than this one. And then my ultimate thing is the back of the car, right? Like, I keep saying that the back of cars, if I can put that straight, always suck. I like the simplistic back end of this car. And that's where I think the car of tomorrow looks significantly better than the current generation of car. And I actually haven't seen the car from the rear of the next gen car. I know they did the unveiling in the iRace. I didn't watch the iRacing event, so I haven't had like a straight on rear of view from the car. And that is something that I want to see, because the current gen sucks with the rear end. This car actually has like a really nice end. It's just very clean, simple, just blue. I love the typeface that we went with the CarQuest logo here, and just white, just the simplistic Chevy logo. It's money, man. Like, then we got obviously the 5 in the taillight decal, and then we have Quaker State over there. Went from when they sponsored Hendrick for many years, and then I don't know whatever happened to that relationship. Valvoline came in, and then they just kind of took over. They filled in the place of when they left, or did they buy them? I actually have no idea what happened to that whole thing. Brands become other brands within brands, and they merge and they sell, and et cetera, et cetera. But anyways, that is my 2009 Mark Martin CarQuest Action Platinum Series car. Oh, my DIN is Don't know if you can see that, but it's 1,132. So yeah, that is my 2009 Mark Martin CarQuest Action Platinum Series car. This is honestly one of my favorite, if not my favorite, scheme from the Car of Tomorrow era of cars. Some honorable mentions are the two I mentioned before, Jimmy Johnson's car, as well as Dale Earnhardt's car. I really liked Harvick's Reese's car, as well as his like Good Wrench car and things like that. So like there's a lot of good schemes with the Car of Tomorrow. And I think there's still a lot of good schemes now, obviously. But I want to try to start collecting a little bit more of the older cars that I grew up watching versus like as an adult now who can actually afford these. Because I never really even thought about buying diecast, though, to be fair, when I was a kid, or wanting them for that matter. So it's definitely an adult hobby that I've acquired, but that is everything I have for this video. I would actually like to know what your favorite Car of Tomorrow car is, because I want to see what people really like. Actually, I want to know if you like this one as well. Like, where does this rank in overall in NASCAR schemes and also Car of Tomorrow schemes? Because for me, as I said, it's at the top, if not the best one. And I was curious what other people think as well. So make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to this channel, and we have tons more diecasts, both from my collection and new ones coming in. Thankfully, Chinese New Year delays are over, so we'll be getting new cars in. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.